energy all around you. It rides the winds across our planet.
Our journey begins here, at the dawn of life. As newborn souls.
Traveler, be at ease. Queen's blood indeed. Come. Do as your heart bids, friend. The card may serve as a conduit.
We will now embark on our tour of the Veil.
At our very core, we are connected to the planet in ways that it rides the winds across our planet, singing through the wind to fill our lungs. Since time
Ah, not so fast. You see, this is where we keep all our valuables. Ah, not so fast. Sorry, but visitors aren't allowed. You see, this is where we keep all our valuables.
Only those who have the key, as well as fellow Bugenhagen's permission, are allowed inside.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor any creature big or small, with whom we share our home. Confines of this world, that which disrupts...
Oh, these are the friends I was talking about.
Thank you for looking after Malaki. My name is Bugenhagen. I teach planetology here in the canyon. One could say I know a thing or two about our world.
A thing or two? I doubt there's a thing or two you don't know about it.
Well, it might seem that way to a child like yourself.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm 48.
40 what?
Nanagi here has a long life ahead of him. In human terms, I would say he's about 15 or 16 years old.
That's more than old enough. I can protect our veil and everyone in it. Which is more than I can say for my good-for-nothing father.
Speaking of the members of our little community, have you announced your return to one and all, Namaki?
Not yet. Be right back.
But where are my manners? Please, come in and have a look around. that records fluctuations in various energies. I must ask that you handle it with care. It's a rather delicate device, you see. Whoa! Those devices are testing the pull of gravity. While that may appear to be little more than a glistening mineral at a glance, it is in fact a crystallized collection of our planet's memories.
Here we seek to gather the wisdom of the planet.
Do you recognize that little scamp? I'll have you know that in his childhood, Nanaki was quite a handful. That is one of the first Mako detectors ever built. Though I suspect it can't detect much now. Let's not be hasty. I'll show you that room later. That right there is a type of a current generator. It harnesses the power of the wind to produce new airflows of its own. Perhaps you've encountered them before during your travels.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches.
There's so much we have yet to learn about the universe.
Mind your manners in front of them.
On what used to be.
You won't find a larger telescope on the planet. With it, you can see to the edge of the galaxy. There's no better view of the stars than through this scope. But the lens could do with some cleaning. My apologies.
There's so much we have yet to learn about the universe.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches.
There's so much we have yet to learn about the universe.
This is beautiful.
Can't say I'm all that interested in the future, but that's just how we're wired.
That again, huh? powerful dirge indeed. One I've heard all too often of late. This tubing allows us on the surface to hear the inner voice of the planet.
What we just heard didn't come from the planet, though. That was definitely the voice of a weapon.
You...
Because we saw them with our own eye, too, in the Corel and Gungaga reactors.
However, such grand delusions could be a sign of Mako point. Judging from everything you've said, the three of you are unfamiliar with basic planetology. But it is never too late to learn. Please, come with me. I present to you our planetarium. While the Shinra building features the latest iteration, this particular one is my original design. Now then, without further ado,
Wow.
this is only the beginning.
A shooting star!
Planetology is not simply the study of the cosmos and the celestial bodies that dwell in it. Rather, it is a quest to comprehend the cyclical nature of life. Behold, the planet we call home. It was from its soil, so teeming with life, that mankind was born. And like all living things, man is fated to die. So, what happens next? The body withers and returns to the planet. But what of the mind, the spirit, the soul? Much like its former vessel, it too returns whence it came. To the great river where all intertwine and circle the planet without end. A cycle of continuous convergence and divergence. The ceaseless ebb and flow that is the life stream. An apt name, though it is as much a reservoir as it is a stream, being the sum of the planet's spiritual energy. It is the very essence of our star, the blood coursing through its planetary veins. And if ever that essence were to be entirely depleted, of course, these are but basic principles of planetology.
So you're saying that Mako is spiritual energy, which we're using up?
Just so. Siphoned from the planet and processed for industry. that energy can no longer fulfill its true purpose. It is fated to fuel man's machinery, then fade away.
Okay, but does it actually fade away? I mean, what if it doesn't? What if it just returns to the life stream in a different form? Is that possible?
A novel theory, suggestive of a lack of understanding. However, that can be overcome with time and education.
You rang?
Please escort this young lady to our seminar room, would you?
Right this way. Okay.
Hey, can I come?
The lights we observe here have traveled to us
Interested in the future, but that's just how we're wired. Humans can't help but fixate on the past, on the ghost.
Mind your manners in front of them.
There's so much we would like to learn about the universe.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us.
This is beautifully proven. There's so much we would like to learn about the universe.
Humans can't help but fixate on the past.
Thanks so much for taking such great care of Nanaki. Fellow Bugenhagen instructed me to let you take anything you think might prove useful. Check out the storeroom when you have a chance.
Right this way. Blessings of the planet upon you.
So...
The canyon's also famous for its unparalleled view of the starry nights. I made sure to bring all my night. Just let me know if you find any good photo spots.
Put your faith in our great mother. This village is lame. Did you know none of the materia here is even real? And don't get me started on the planetologists. Bunch of blowhards in love with the sound of their own voice.
Within you all are the planet's thoughts.
Sorrow is...
Relax. Tell me.
I heard from fellow Bugenhagen. By all means, please come and follow me if you would.
Our own understanding. Which would you say is a more worthy pursuit?
They are both one and the same.
I ask you this, who among you has... Before we...
Many travelers have...
A seminar is in progress.
I've always been on the bigger
Blessings of the planet. Fellow Bugenhagen sent word that you might be joining us.
poetry on more.
Please continue on into the assembly.
He used to say it was a waste, me spending all my time indoors. According to him, a big kid like me was using twice as much spiritual energy.
What about you, miss? You must have a story to share. Please.
Me? Okay. Where to begin? I fell into the life stream. I don't have words to describe it, except beautiful, maybe? It was a lot to take in. Feelings of kindness washed over me. Long-forgotten memories came flooding back. It was a warm, comforting place. But there was also conflict. A war between the planet and its enemies. And we can't let them win. We need the planet, and it needs us. We have to rise up, fight back, defend it from this terrible threat. Thing is, I don't know how to do any of that. And I hoped you might have the answer. I'm not criticizing planetology or anything, and I'm not trying to scare anybody either. I just... You know... Never mind. This is all coming out wrong.
Please, do not be discouraged. Should you ever wish to try again, we would be more than happy to listen. What matters is that you keep challenging your beliefs. Stop doing that, and the answers will forever elude you. On that note, I think we should adjourn for the evening. The River of Lights is almost upon us.
So let us head to the torch.
I'll see you at the festival.
The River of Light. This night comes. I've no doubt you'll feel her grace.
There is no seminar being held here at the moment.
All the time I've spent here, listening and learning.
If you
I ask you this, who among you
tell me, is it better to spread the teachings of planetology to others?
We yearn to chase the horizon.
Then, sir, put your faith in our great mother. She would never forsake us, never abandon us, for we are her children, one and all. This wonderful planet is always watching over us, ever keeping calamity at bay. If people everywhere resolved to not take her bounty for granted and offered up prayers of gratitude, no man, woman, or child would suffer.
We must live in harmony with our Great Mother, for the planet is an extension of us, and we of it. As such, the life with which she has blessed us is a gift that must one day be returned. To nurture your spirit is to nurture the spirit of the planet, and so I implore you, brothers and sisters, do not neglect your studies, nor your prayers. Through your diligence, you will find true fulfillment.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor any creature big or small, with whom we share our home. It is that which comes from beyond the confines of this world, that which disrupts the natural order, the other which may attempt to claim and consume the planet. And so I bid you, her children, to join hands and come together, for united, we shall never succumb to fear of celestial calamity.
Learn well the joys of giving. Generosity is a great virtue, one which the planet will reward in kind. We are not made lesser for it. Our world is sustained by an unending cycle. All that passes from us shall one day return. Those who sacrifice shall be made whole.
Hearken to the wisdom of the planet. It is boundless and infinite, and we may share in it freely if we open ourselves to her. It is found within the soil beneath our feet, the trees from which it sprouts, the birds which nestle in their boughs. And when that life fades, it returns to the wellspring of all truths, that is the beating heart of our mother.
We are siblings all, born of one mother, with boundless love for her children. She serves as both cradle and crucible. When our journey ends and our return is ordained, we go as beings home by lives well lived, a bond to the planet that ensures the cycle It is for our mother and for our brothers and sisters that we render up our bodies and our souls.
Put your faith in our great mother. She would never forsake us, never abandon us, for we are her children, one and all. This wonderful planet is always watching over us, ever keeping calamity at bay. If people everywhere resolved to not take her bounty for granted and offered up prayers of gratitude, no man, woman, or child would suffer.
We must live in harmony with our Great Mother, for the planet is an extension of us, and we of it. As such, the life with which she has blessed us is a gift that must one day be returned. To nurture your spirit is to...
This river of ice thing sounds so...
So, I implore you, brothers and sisters, do not neglect your studies. We've all going to return.
Man. When you die, that has... Once you die...
Why do you think...
I just do. I believe in anything else until I see some actual proof.
It is that which comes from beyond the confines of this world. That which disrupts the natural order. The other which may attempt to claim and consume the planet. And
look at them. Just like us that day. Me and Mom and Dad. Never mind. Just...
Don't give me that bullshit.
Cloud, if I may, allow me to add a new word to your lexicon. Decorum, meaning polite behavior. Often you sometimes exhibit a severe lack of decorum.
I had the pleasure of talking to a mentor. Said it was presumptuous of me to think a G decides her own fate, you see. As rain cleanses the skies, so too does... So what? We sit here and theorize?
What do you want to do?
Not nothing, that's for damn sure. At the same time, though, I don't know if maybe it's time for some good old-fashioned introspection.
Did I sound as awkward as...
Felt for you. Never been that good with words, as you know.
We're just two peas in a pod, aren't we?
So, I'm an ancient. As in, a steward of the planet. One of those ancients. Or, to be more precise, the only ancient. For the most part, it's been a source of pain. I've been held against my will. I've been watched. I've been ignored. Even hated. And it's been that way ever since I was little. My blood's been nothing but a curse. If I ever started to forget, something would remind me of what I was and bring me crashing back down to earth. It was always the same. Time after time. I'd be shown a glimmer of hope, only to have it snatched away. I was never gonna be normal. That much was clear. So my blood's been a curse. But it's also been a blessing. It's brought some wonderful people into my life. Friends that I love. And for once, I think I'm okay. Happy even. And all that pain feels worth it. Even if I can't lead a normal life, there is one thing I can do. Return their kindness. And try to make the most of what I've been given.
There! It is time!
Whoa!
Pretty sappy, huh? Meant every word, though.
So, this is where you've been, Nanaki.
What's up?
There's something of great import I need to show you. And by that I mean all of you. Join me, would you? What did you all think of the River of Lights? For whatever reason, the ceremony has drawn a number of tourists to the Vale as of late. When I ask for their impressions, they often speak of how beautiful it was. Some place they were even moved to tears. It's an overwhelmingly positive reception, I'm happy to say. To stir the human soul is no small feat, and it pleases me to know that the River of Lights possesses such power. Alas, my hopes to parlay their emotional response into a deeper intellectual curiosity, they have yet to be fulfilled. People are surrounded by cats, dogs, birds, and trees. They know that life is all around them, be it through the birth of a baby or the blooming of a flower. They bear constant witness to the blessed cycle of creation, yet they've no interest in the welfare of our planet. Forgive me for sharing my idle thoughts. Keeping them to myself is quite a challenge in my old age.
You hear? I'm glad to know that Aerith has friends like you to keep her.
Well then, shall we proceed?
But I thought this door was...
sealed so that none may enter? Why, yes. However, you've a trial to...
I do?
If you wish to prove yourself, and be... I presume you are...
Yeah.
I will also require your assistance in carrying much danger awaits within, and I wish to ensure his safety. Then off we go. Now we follow. The cave where it leads, deep as it will take us. Has Nanaki told you anything about his parents yet?
No.
They were watchers, both of them. But they couldn't have been any more different. When our village came under attack, my mother fought with courage, with honor. She faced the enemy and laid down her life to save us. My father, though, he turned tail and ran. He was a coward.
So then, you still haven't forgiven him?
Why would I?
I see. From this point onward, only two may proceed. He who shall undertake the trial.
Who's gonna observe?
I'll do it.
That would render the trial meaningless. But if not him... Ah, you'll do nicely.
Me?
Him? Really?
At least pretend not to hate me.
Ready.